We have just finished our meal. We're outside the restaurant, ready to go. And we are in a very emotional state. We are literally shocked. We have never had that kind of situation before in any fine dining restaurant, even in casual restaurants. The manager came to us and he got very aggressive towards us and very rude. He literally told us to sit down or leave the restaurant.
So today we are in Tian restaurant. We are going there for a vegan dinner. We will have a tasting menu, only vegan. This restaurant is awarded. Yes, it's awarded with 1 Michelin Star, and it's one of the very few in Europe vegetarian restaurants that have Michelin Star.
Michelin Star is like
So we'll see.
boring.
Well, I hope it won't be boring. We will see if they can really surprise us, and we will have a great experience. We will show you everything.
Hello travelers! We are a vegan family and we love traveling in style. There is me Gosia, my husband Piotr and our son Adam. Tian restaurant is located in the center of Munich, next to the famous Victorian market and couple minutes walk from Marienplatz. The interior of the restaurant is rather simple, more like casual dining than fine dining. This gave us the initial impression that the atmosphere at the dinner will be rather relaxed than stiff. Unfortunately, the first impression was wrong. We were very pleased that we were seated at a large table, as Adam had a lot of space there to have fun at dinner. When you go to a fine dining restaurant with a child, remember to take some small toys to keep your child occupied. If the child will not be bored during the long dinner, your culinary experience will be much more relaxing. The seasonal menu consists of 6 courses, however you can also choose 4. If you decide for the shorter version, you can choose any 4 dishes from the menu and they don't need to be the same for the whole table. The big downside of this restaurant is the very limited selection of vegan wines and no vegan wine pairing available. We decided for vegan Riesling from Austria. This wine costs about 26 euro in a shop and we paid almost 100 euro for a bottle. Well, restaurants have their margins. The sommelier told us nothing about this wine. He didn't describe the flavor notes, he didn't tell us about the vineyard where the wine comes from, nor what dishes it pairs well with. I tried to ask many questions to find out more about this wine, but the sommelier was not very talkative. Later, during the dinner, the sommelier didn't pay attention to top up our glasses because he was very busy talking to the waitress. We decided to choose 4 courses. Before our dinner started, we were served Amuse-bouche. There were 3 tartlets filled with parsnip cream and topped with snow peas. In the bowl, there were green asparagus flavored with lemon, placed on the puree made from king oyster mushroom, and sauce from asparagus and pumpkin seeds. The tartlets had a very bland taste, but I really liked the asparagus with the sauce that gave the distinct flavor to the dish. Later we were served also fantastic bread from the local bakery.
So we have here vegan butter made of pumpkin. We have olive oil from Croatia and salt. English salt. It's English salt. And this is the bread from the vegan bakery from Munich.
What's your first impression of the restaurant?
It's I think it's a bit too early to say. The Amuse-bouche, one of them was very interesting. The second one was a bit bland, but I like the presentation of the dishes and the attention to details. The start is good, but we will see how it will go further.
For the first course, I ordered kohlrabi with pistachio and tarragon. Piotr ordered gelatina Sieglinde with rhubarb and shallot. Sieglinde is a German potato variety which was awarded Potato of the Year 2010. It's very spicy, greasy, and noble in taste. Galatina is a region in southern Italy where these potatoes are grown. So there were cubes and puree from this potato topped with rhubarb and shallots. The dish had very sophisticated taste and was the best in our dinner. Kohlrabi were cooked al dente. On top there were tarragon leaves and white pieces of kohlrabi flavored with apple vinegar. On the bottom of the dish there was pistachio and tarragon pesto. For Adam, the chef prepared a simple pasta with vegan butter and herbs.
It's good.
Yeah, we're bringing you now. Thank you. Hey, I'm gonna put this on your pasta because this is nice, crunchy stuff, okay?
Yeah.
We were very happy that we could have a simple, kids-friendly dish for him, which was not in the menu. For the next course, we had king oyster mushroom, runner beans, and Swiss chard. The mushrooms were grilled. The dish was served with a slightly spicy sauce made from Swiss chard stems. On the side there were cannelloni from the beans and leaves of Swiss chard. I wanted to make a nice picture of this dish for you, so Piotr stood up to hold a small lamp for me in size of 7 by 6 centimeters. The restaurant manager came to us and in a very rude way told us to sit down or leave the restaurant. After that, all the dishes lost their taste for us. I cannot tell you if this course had a bland taste because of the humiliation we just experienced from the manager, or it was really without taste. One thing I can tell you for sure. In a Michelin Star restaurant, I would expect something more than just grilled king oyster mushroom, which can be easily done at home. For the third course, we had sunflower and pumpkin seeds, tropea onion, and watercress. It was basically vegan cheese made on sunflower seeds. It was covered by leek espuma, which looked a bit like guacamole. The vegan cheese had very authentic taste, like a blue cheese. However, it was really a pity that it was not possible to sit in the dish. The leek espuma was covered by a compote of the tropea onion. The dish was served with some crackers. Although I really liked the taste of the vegan cheese, I was disappointed with the dish presentation. It looked very simple, like in a casual restaurant. The crackers were just put on the side, which again was not like in a Michelin Star restaurant should be presented. As a pre-dessert, we got a small pavlova with strawberry yogurt, decorated with fresh strawberries. We really enjoyed this small treat, and it was much better than the main dessert served afterwards.
Good? Yeah, great.
The main dessert was chocolate tofu ganache topped with raspberries and elderflower, served with white espuma made from elderflower and raspberry sorbet. This dessert wasn't very sweet. The taste of tofu ganache was not my favorite. I miss this intense taste of chocolate that combines well with raspberries, and also I prefer a bit more sweet desserts. The petit fours, on the other hand, were very good. There were 2 chocolate pralines made from sunflower seeds, 2 jellies in sugar made from guava, and 2 fermented cacao beans decorated with gold powder. In general, we wouldn't come back to this restaurant. Even without the incident with very rude manager, we don't feel there was value for money. The dishes were rather mediocre, and the choice of vegan wine was very disappointing. The positive thing was that the restaurant was kids-friendly, which doesn't happen often in Michelin Star restaurants.
During this process of taking pictures and making films, the manager came to us and he got very aggressive towards us and very rude. He literally told us to sit down or leave the restaurant if you want to continue like that. Yeah, we were actually staying at our table. We didn't do anything wrong really. We were so discreet and so delicate. And he was very aggressive and very rude. He put us down, saying that either we sit and we stop it or we leave, and he doesn't want this behavior in his restaurant. He was so bossy, so arrogant, so rude. Humiliated us in front of other guests in the middle of our course. like in the middle of our experience. So that was like a shock, and we felt totally humiliated. We felt down for the rest. He ruined our evening, and this behavior was not acceptable. It is unacceptable to talk about that to your guests. He's providing a service, so he's serving to us, and we are very touched with this. I mean, we are really emotional about it. So what can I say? The food was pretty okay. The service was very friendly. The place quite casual but good. But the manager just destroyed our evening. Didn't say sorry afterwards. Just being aggressive and disappeared and never come back to our table, and didn't say goodbye even. We are providing an honest, genuine review of the restaurant, showing and spreading the good news of vegan and vegetarian cuisine. At the end of our dinner, we decided to talk to the chef and share our experience with the manager, and the chef was very defensive and protecting kind of the manager. So he didn't want to listen really to me. Actually, literally, I told him what I started talking, what we experienced, and in the middle of my word, he said, "Excuse me, but can you send me an email because now I'm busy?" And it was like, I mean, guys, this is a Michelin Star restaurant, and they have a green Michelin Star as well. We strongly recommend not to come here if you really want to have a high class or even just a fine food experience. This is not recommended place in terms of the service, represented by the manager, followed by the chef, head chef, period.